Church always seemed boring to me. The whole traditional church where you go and there's hymnals and you stand up, sit down, and you don't really know what's going on. We had just moved from Colorado to Illinois, and my family decided to go to church. There was a flyer out for a trip to Juarez, and my mom really was nagging on me to find some friends and stuff, and so they thought that this would be a great idea for me. I hated the idea of going. I really didn't want to go with Christians, didn't like the idea of church, didn't really like going to have to sweat and get nasty for nothing. I never even could imagine a place such as White Sands. Just the fact that the sand was pure white. I mean, it's like salt almost. And then the mountains as a perfect backdrop behind it, and then the blue sky. And then once we were there, the sun started setting. It kind of just made it this entire masterpiece. Just sitting there and kind of contemplating and looking at the sunset and just kind of being still just kind of made it all just so wondrous. You can see the difference because you cross the border and literally all of a sudden it's broken down, there's graffiti everywhere. We were going to be building a house for a family in Juarez who basically just lived in a shack, but it was kind of more just like a cardboard box. It was 4 days of work, and we started with the concrete and had to put it into buckets and make the foundation. And then we built, while we were doing that, we also built the sides of the house. It was a group of 28 of us, so we were always doing something, whether it was doing stuff to prepare for the next task that had to be put onto the house or doing the actual task for the house. After the concrete dried, we lifted, and it was always the big picture moment, was lifting the walls up so you could actually see the house being formed. The dedication was on day 4, and we were exhausted. And we all got into a circle with the house behind us, and the family was there. And then we brought the kids stuff, crayons, toys. It was kind of cool. And so then we passed around the keys to the house and a Bible for them that we had all signed. Passed it around to each person, and we each put a prayer on it, and I kind of got it, and I got it, and I kind of almost just started crying just because of the sheer the magnitude that these people were happy, even though they were in this despair, and they were even more gracious that we were giving them not a huge house, but a house that they could live under and raise their children. And it was just kind of it all just hit me. It really did change my life. I pretty much gave my life to Christ, and then a year later I got baptized in White Sands, which was the neatest experience in the world. So it was life-changing.